This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcast. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Bright lights of the Las Vegas Strip. One of the brightest lights, the Luxor, lights up so much that you can see it from the space shuttle. It's in outer space. We've got some lights on here at the track that we didn't want to see. The caution lights have come out.
Greg Pursley lost an engine on that truck down in turns 3 and 4.
Problem with the engine expiring.
It's Greg Pursley. That's my spotlight driver right there, coming off a top 10 in his debut at Iowa, and unfortunately going to be a very, very short night for Greg Pursley. We'll see him again in Phoenix here in a few weeks.
At that spot, that just shows you how strong that truck is. We know how difficult it is to complete passes down on the bottom.
Problem on the racetrack. The 47 of Jeffrey Earnhardt gets turned around.
Narain Karthikeyan also gets turned around. Great job by Rick Crawford avoiding that situation.
Look at all that mess. They're still trying to dodge each other over there.
And Jeffrey Earnhardt came down from the wall, and a lot of trucks still dodging to make sure they didn't make contact. But
see, Jeffrey Earnhardt has already spun down off the racetrack. Now he slides back up. It looked like Narain, watch Rick Crawford now, just barely miss the 47 of Jeffrey Earnhardt. And Skinner to be side by side.
Yeah, it's a little early in the race. I'm all for racing and racing hard, but we saw Skinner.
And almost around goes the 5 of Skinner. Sauter doesn't back off. He stays in the back bumper of the 5. It gets airborne.
That's tore that truck all to pieces, Phil.
Yeah, it just folded that splitter right up underneath that truck. Looked like Johnny Sauter got into him a little bit and then just looked like he never turned him loose.
If he had just backed off the gas, maybe Skinner did an amazing job keeping that thing straight. These guys were probably, Jason was getting on their nerves a little bit. He put these two in this position. Watch Mike gets sideways and saves it, but then Johnny just doesn't let him go.
And right here, he goes airborne.
Oh, that looked like Kyle Busch qualifying one day, remember?
Yes. It's coming out on the Smith's Food and Drug Stores 350 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The 6 getting sideways and turned around, coming out of 4. That's Lance Fenton. And also spinning about the same time was the 73 of Rick Crawford.
They combined.
Ooh, that hurt. I'm older than that.
Ty Bodine's running 3rd.
Oh, Narain Karthikeyan into the wall. That will bring out our 6th caution as the flag flies now. Into turn 3 was where Narain Karthikeyan got into the wall. Now he makes his way onto pit road, but not before the pace is slowed once again with just 40 laps of racing to go.
Yeah, Narain had got into the wall earlier, so more than likely he probably had a tire rub and probably lost that right front tire. As you can see, it's down right now. Let's take a look at the first incident between Narain and the outside wall. You see him racing with David Mayhew.
Well, he slides up in front of David, in fact, all the way up to the wall. And you're right, Phil. The reason why he wrecked the second time was that right there. Put that right front fender down on that tire, and it just blew out.
Yeah, he rode around for another half, 3/4 of a lap, and then the other end of the racetrack are actually going in turn number 3. Watch this now. You see the tire goes down. Nothing he could do at that point. That was hard enough contact on that first incident, Michael, that I think he probably should have been directed to pit road.
Immediately. We saw smoke, and just anytime you hit it that hard, man, you're not going to be able to survive that. Now they've got bigger problems. It's going to take a baseball bat to get the tire off.
It means he's going to lead the most laps.
He definitely has that locked up, so he'll gain those extra 5 bonus points.
Right now he's being shown gaining 2 positions in the points as they run now, all the way up to the 4th position.
Been a little bit of a rough week on Grandpa. Richard Childress Racing had a penalty up there at Loudon, and I know it's been a tough week for Richard and that whole team. This is great medicine for him to be able to see how good his grandson's running, but even this whole team, you know, the truck team that he's put together, it's great to have this kind of night for him.
They've had a lot of success this year in Austin Dillon's rookie season in the Camping World Truck Series, getting his first win in his rookie year at Iowa earlier this year. 5 poles for the young man. Here's a great battle still for 8th and 9th as we have just 4 laps to go.
And great to see those 2 young men, Ricky Carmichael and Justin Lofton, having good runs here up in the top 10.
Carmichael in the 8th spot. Lofton has been on the move, trying to take that away from Ricky Carmichael. The laps are winding down, though. You see a little bit of damage to the left front of Lofton's number 7.
Yeah, when Lofton was catching Carmichael. He was running the top, and Ricky was down low. Phil, looks like Ricky saw that in the mirror and moved his line a little bit. Went up and took that groove away, and it must be working because Lofton was gaining on him quickly, and now Ricky's held that challenge off.
Final 5 miles of racing under that now, as we have under 3 laps to go for Austin Dillon. Johnny Sauter back there almost 7 seconds. James Busher in 3rd, comfortably over Todd Bodine in 4th. Crafton and Almirola, those two are separated by 0.3 of a second. We see that battle going on for the 5th position. Just 2 laps of racing remain.
Yeah, Austin Dillon would love to get to this start-finish line without the caution flag coming out. That means the next flag will end this race.
We talked about Richard Childress liking what he was seeing, what good medicine this is for him. NASCAR fans everywhere like seeing that black number 3 truck out on the track, and to take a checkered flag makes them feel good too.
White flag in the air. Austin Dillon will receive it. He has a mile and a half to go from Las Vegas.
What an outstanding job this young man has done, really this entire season, but just may, if he can go another half a lap, put win number 2 in the books.
Man, that run he had last week in Loudon, being able to rebound from a truck he didn't like all the way to a top 5 finish, and that's propelled him here. What do we got off turn 4? We
got a spinner up a 4.
Spinner off turn number 4. That's where Austin Dillon is coming through. He slows as that truck clears him, and the checkered flag will fly. Austin Dillon wins in Vegas.
It's a good thing he had that big lead, Phil.
Sure is, because he had to slow down for Mario Goslin.
In the 12 was the one who spun off of turn number 4. Sauter coming home 2nd, Busher 3rd, Bodine, Crafton, Almirola, Brian Eichler, Lofton, Carmichael, and Schrader in the top 10.
Kenny Schrader again with a top 10 finish. Every time he steps in that KHI truck, he comes home with a top 10 finish.
Bodine's going to improve his average now as he finished 4th. So he'll probably bring it down to what, about 4.4?
4.45.
Probably, for his average finish. But how about Austin Dillon? A dominant performance. He took 1 lap in qualifying earlier, got on the pole, and now led the most laps, and he'll head to victory lane. Before we see him in victory lane,
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a special presentation of ABC Sports, spanning the globe to bring you the biggest events in the wide world of sports.